Hey everyone, welcome to All About Python. In this video, we'll walk through setting up Python on a Windows machine and configuring Visual Studio Code as our development environment. First, we'll install Python, the programming language itself. This gives us the tools to write and run Python code locally. Then we'll set up Visual Studio Code, a powerful and lightweight code editor that helps us write cleaner, faster code with features like syntax highlighting, extensions, and debugging support. Once everything's ready, we'll write our very first Python program, the classic Hello World. This simple line of code is a tradition in programming. It's a quick way to confirm that everything's working and that your setup is ready to go. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully working Python environment and the confidence to start building your own programs. Holding the Windows key and pressing R opens the Run dialog box on Windows. It's a quick launcher that lets you open apps, files, folders, or system tools by typing in the names or commands. If you now type CMD and press Enter, it launches the command prompt, a built-in Windows tool that lets you interact with your system using text-based commands. A black terminal window opens with a blinking cursor. You'll start in your user directory and you can now run commands. You can go ahead and click the cross mark to close that Run dialog. There's another way to open the command terminal that I want to show you. Move your cursor to the search box. You'll find it right next to the Start button on the taskbar. Click into it and type CMD. You'll see command prompt appear in the results. Just click on it, and the terminal window will open, ready for you to start typing commands. Now that the command terminal is open, let's check if Python is installed. Type Python -- version and press Enter. As you can see, we don't have Python installed yet. Either the command isn't recognized, or no version number appears. Now type Python and press Enter. Because Python isn't installed, Windows opens the Microsoft Store with an option to download it. That's a helpful shortcut built into newer versions of Windows. You can go ahead and install Python from the Microsoft Store if you'd like, but I want to show you how to install it from the official Python website. That way, you'll have full control over the installation options and access to everything you'll need for development. Before we continue, let's close a couple of windows. First, go ahead and close the Microsoft Store. Just click the cross mark in the top right corner. Then do the same for the command prompt window. We'll reopen it later once Python is installed and ready to use. Let's go ahead and open a web browser, any browser you prefer, like Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. In the address bar or search box, type Python download and press Enter. You'll see a few results, but look for the one that says Download Python python.org. That's the official site maintained by the Python Software Foundation. Go ahead and click that link, and follow me as we head to the official Python download page. Once you're on the official Python download page, you'll see a big button that says Download Python and it will have a version number. Go ahead and click that button to start the download. It'll automatically detect your operating system and give you the correct installer for Windows. The download should begin right away, and you'll see the installer file appear in your browser's download bar or your downloads folder. Now that we've downloaded Python, we can go ahead and start the installation. Double-click the installer file, usually named something like python3.x, to launch the setup. Before you click anything, make sure to check the box that says Add Python to Path at the bottom of the window. This step is important. It allows you to run Python from the command terminal without needing to configure anything manually. Once that box is checked, click Install Now. The installer will take care of everything and set up Python on your system. Once the installation finishes, you'll see a pop-up window confirming that Python was successfully installed. That's your green light. It means everything went smoothly. You can go ahead and click the Close button to exit the installer. Now go ahead and open command prompt again. You can do that by holding the Windows key and pressing R, then typing CMD, and hitting Enter. In the command prompt window, type Python -- version again. Then press Enter. If you see that version number, congrats! Python is installed and ready to go. Before we close the command prompt, let's take one more step. Go ahead and type Python. Then press enter. This command launches the Python interpreter. Basically, it opens a space where you can type Python code directly and see the results instantly. Let's write our very first line of Python code. Type this exactly, print open bracket double quote. Hello world, close quote close bracket, then press enter, and just like that, Python will respond by printing, hello world. What's happening here? Print is a function. It tells Python to display something on the screen. Hello world, as we have typed it in the quotes and brackets, is a string, a piece of text we want Python to show. When you run this line, Python executes the instruction and shows the result immediately. This is the classic first step in learning any programming language. It proves that your setup works, and it gives you a taste of how simple and powerful Python can be. Alright, now that we've got Python installed on our Windows system, let's move on to the next essential tool, Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, often called VS Code, is a free, lightweight code editor developed by Microsoft. It's incredibly popular among developers because it's fast, customizable, and packed with features that make coding easier and more productive. For Python, VS Code is a fantastic choice. It supports things like IntelliSense, which gives you smart code suggestions and auto-completion. Built-in debugging tools to help you find and fix errors. Unit testing support for writing reliable code. Linting and formatting to keep your code clean. And tons of extensions for working with Python frameworks like Django, Flask, and even Jupyter notebooks. Plus, it works seamlessly with virtual environments and different Python versions, which is super helpful as you grow your skills. So let's go ahead and download Visual Studio Code from the official website, install it, and get it set up for Python development. Let's start by opening your web browser. This could be Chrome, Edge, Firefox, or whatever you normally use. In the search bar at the top, type VS Code and hit enter. You'll see a list of results, but make sure to click on the official site, code.visualstudio.com. That's Microsoft's official page for Visual Studio Code. Once you're there, it should automatically detect your operating system and show a big download button for Windows. Just click that, and the download will begin. Once the download finishes, you'll need to open the installer file. You can do that in one of two ways. If you're still in your browser, look for the download bar at the bottom or top, depending on which browser you're using, and click the file named something like vscodesetup.x. Or, you can open your downloads folder and double-click the same file from there. When the installer launches, you'll see a setup wizard. The first screen includes Microsoft's license terms. Feel free to read through them if you'd like. Then click, I accept the agreement, and hit next. From here, you can mostly stick with the default options. Just keep clicking next until you reach the install button. One thing I do recommend, when you get to the screen that says, select additional tasks, make sure to check the box that says, add to path, and register code as an editor for supported file types. These options make it easier to open VS Code from the command line and work with different kinds of files. Once you've made those selections, click Install, and let it do its thing. It should only take a minute or two. When it's done, make sure Launch Visual Studio Code is checked, then click Finish. Once you click Finish, Visual Studio Code should automatically launch. You'll see a sleek, modern interface pop up. This is your coding workspace. If it doesn't open right away, no worries. You can always launch it manually by clicking the Start menu, typing Visual Studio Code, and selecting it from the list. From here, we'll get it set up for Python development so you can start writing and running your code with ease. Now that Visual Studio Code is open, let's get it ready for Python development by installing the Python extension. On the left-hand side of the window, you'll see a vertical toolbar. Click the icon that looks like 4 squares. This is the Extensions tab. In the search bar at the top of the Extensions panel, type Python. You should see an extension called Python by Microsoft appear at the top of the list. It has millions of downloads and a yellow snake icon. That's the one we want. Click the Install button next to it. This extension adds all the Python-specific features we need: code suggestions, linting, debugging, and more. Once it's installed, you're all set to start writing Python code in VS Code. Alright, now that Visual Studio Code is up and running, let's create our first Python file. You can start from the Get Started window that appears when VS Code first opens. Just click Open Folder, or, if you've already closed that window, you can click File in the top left corner, then choose Open Folder from the drop-down. Let's create a new folder called Python Training. This will be our workspace where we keep all our Python files. You can create it anywhere, like on your desktop or in your Documents folder. You might see a few pop-ups at this point. For example, Windows might ask if you want to allow VS Code to access public or private networks. This is normal. If you trust the app, and you should, since it's from Microsoft, go ahead and click Yes. You might also see a message asking if you trust the authors of this folder. This is a security feature in VS Code. If you created the folder yourself and know it's safe, click Yes, I trust the authors. Once that's done, you're ready to run your first Python program. Now that we've created and opened our Python training folder in Visual Studio Code, let's add a new Python file to it. Look over to the Explorer panel on the left side of VS Code. You should see your folder name, Python Training, listed there. Just to the right of the folder name, you'll see a small icon that looks like a piece of paper with a plus sign. This is the new file icon. Click that. Type in the name of our file, which is helloworld.py, and hit enter. This creates a new Python file inside your folder and automatically opens it in the editor window. You're now ready to start writing Python code. Now, inside the file, type this line exactly as you see it on screen. Print, open bracket, double quote, hello world, double quote, and closing bracket. In Python, you can use either single quotes or double quotes to define a string. Just make sure you stick with one type and don't mix them within the same string. As we mentioned earlier, this is a Python function called print. It tells the computer to display whatever's inside the quotation marks. In this case, our friendly greeting. You'll notice a little triangle at the top right of VS Code. That's the Run button, and it's your shortcut to executing the code. Click it, and VS Code will automatically open a terminal at the bottom of the screen. Behind the scenes, it runs your Python file using the interpreter you've set up. And just like that, you'll see the output appear. If you see that message, congrats, you've successfully run your first Python program in VS Code. And that's it, you've just written and run your very first Python program. We installed Python, set up Visual Studio Code, and printed Hello World. You're officially on your way as a Python programmer. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, leave a comment if you wish, and subscribe for more beginner-friendly Python tutorials. There's plenty more coming to help you build confidence and skill, step by step. And if you want extra resources, downloadable guides, or links to everything we covered, head over to the website where you'll find everything you need to keep learning. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we will see you in the next one.